Hey guys, have you ever wondered why a dollar bill is like way more valuable than other pieces of papers? Well, it's not much more than a piece of paper really. Like you can't eat it, you can't do anything with it, and burning it is actually illegal. So what's a big deal? You know the currencies everywhere in the world, right? Like not everywhere, but some the famous ones like the euro or the US dollar, the yen, and the Vietnam dong, where you're living right now if you're in Vietnam. So, if you tried to pay for something with a piece of paper, you might run into trouble. Unless, of course, the piece of paper was $100 bill. But of course, in Vietnam, we do not use paper for $100 bill. We use the Vietnam dong, and that was made by polymer. So, what is it that makes a bill so much more valuable than other pieces of paper? So, what's the big deal? Like, the answer is how many or few of them are around. What makes a dollar bill valuable? Throughout history, most currencies, like the euro, the yen, or the US dollar, the Vietnam dong, was linked to valuable commodities, and the amount of it in circulation depended on a government's gold or silver reserves. So, if you have this much gold, it would link to this much money and you can sell it. But now, not everyone tries to use like a block of gold big as a brick to pay for a phone. Well, in Vietnam, we still buy gold, but we don't use that much. We don't pay for something with a block of gold. So, the money, or the US dollar, the Vietnam dong, is printed by the government, but that's just what makes them legal. What makes them more valuable is, however, there are few of them around. So why does the government just print more money to make everyone happy and rich? Well, the answer is if there are too many of them, then the dollar bill would probably face deflation or inflation. I don't know. But, like if there are too many of them around, then the dollar bill wouldn't be much more valuable anymore. Think about the purpose of currency, which is to be exchanged for goods and services like McDonald's or a phone or something. If the total amount of currency in circulation increases faster than the total value of goods and services in the economy, then each individual price will be able to buy a smaller portion of those things than before. This is called inflation or deflation. You've got your answer. Inflation. So, on the other hand, if the money supply remains the same, while more goods and services are produced, each dollar's value would increase in a process known as deflation. So, which is worse? Well, I don't know. Too much of any of them are like the worst thing ever. Too much inflation means that the money in your wallet today would be worth less, much less tomorrow. So you might want to spend it all at once today, right? And inflation is the reason that caused the US dollar to worth nearly as much as the euro, so that when many visitors come to Europe, they want to stay in hostels instead of hotels because they don't even have much money. And that meant more business for hostels. So, while this would stimulate business, it would also encourage overconsumption or hoarding commodities like food and fuel, raising their prices and leading to consumer shortages and even more inflation. So, deflation it's not better either. It would make people want to hold on to their money, and a decrease in consumer spending would reduce business profits, leading to more unemployment and a further decrease in spending, causing the economy to keep shrinking. So, economists believe that while too much of either is dangerous, a small, consistent amount of inflation is necessary to encourage economic growth. And the government uses a vast amounts of economic data to determine how much currency should be in circulation, including previous rates of inflation, international trends, and the unemployment rate. The Fed, or the government, not only determines how much that paper in your wallet, remember that's a piece of paper, but it's valuable, is worth, but also your chances of keeping the job where you earn it. What I'm saying is according to Ted.